How does metacognition differ from other reading comprehension strategies? You're going to learn all about it right now. Hey everybody, I'm Lee Hall from Literacy Teachers, and I'm all about helping you inspire, motivate, and change how your students read and write for academic success. Today, Erin Silcox is going to share with you what metacognition is, what it's not, and how it is different from other reading comprehension strategies. So let's go check that out.
Metacognition is one of many reading comprehension strategies, and it can often be confused for other things that it's not. It is important to understand what it is so that you can teach it accurately and so that it can become something that students use to really aid their comprehension. So, what does it mean to be a metacognitive reader? First, it's monitoring one's comprehension while reading. Second, it's figuring out what went wrong. And third, it's developing a set of fix-it strategies and using a fix-it strategy to make sure that when you do fail to comprehend, you can solve that problem, go back, and make sure that you're comprehending everything you're reading. Metacognition can also be confused with kind of the reading strategies that people who read well use. So, for instance, metacognition is not previewing the text. Metacognition is not asking questions of the text. It's not predicting what's going to happen. It's not any of those reading strategies, reading comprehension strategies that kind of are what I typically think of when I think of, okay, what can we teach students to do while reading or before reading or after reading that will support their comprehension. Metacognition is different from that. It's a monitoring task. It's not sort of a conversation with the text. It's different from that, and it can be confused with that. So it's important to know the difference. Another confusing piece is that such strategies like asking questions of the text or making predictions or making connections between the text and self, text and world, text and another text, text and life, is that those things can be used for teachers to have students annotate the text. So while you're reading, you're interacting with the text, you're having a conversation with the text. That's not metacognition. But during metacognition, in terms of teaching it anyway, you can have students annotate, but I almost don't want to call it that. It's like you're marking up the page. It's different from your typical annotation that we might assign students for homework, or we might have them do an independent reading with post-it notes. It's different than that. What you do in metacognition for reading comprehension that includes marking up the text is simple and straightforward, and really it's you're highlighting or underlining or somehow putting a mark on a word or a sentence that confuses you and that breaks your comprehension, or a place in the text where you stop comprehending, or the last place that you were actually paying attention. It's like a simple markup, and then you can go back through after reading the whole thing. You're reading, and you mark it. Okay, I don't know what that word means. It might get in my way. Okay, I don't know why this is written this way, and I can't figure out how this has anything to do with this. So you're just doing like a little mark on the page. You can stop in the moment and write a note in the margin or on a post-it note, or if you've got a Google Doc or a PDF, you can write what it was that messed you up. And then you can also, in that moment, write what you were going to do to fix that, or what you might do. And, or you can have students go back through after reading it once and just marking these little things along the way. You can have them go through and reflect, what was it about this that confused me? What was it about this that caused me to stop comprehending? And then what decision did I make while reading that then allowed me to comprehend? So really, we're talking about metacognition is different from interacting with the text. It's different from having a conversation with the text. And annotating in conversation with the text is different from marking up the page while practicing being metacognitive. So if you like this video, click here for the next.